all the penalties and shooting ourselves in the foot. So we got to clean that up come next week. But I think that those exceptional plays that you saw, the 16-play drive or however many plays it was, you just saw a result of everyone doing their 111.
How about right before halftime? You're calling a screenplay, you're hoping you gain some yards, maybe get a chance at the end zone, but then you see Henderson take it to the house. They're bringing a blitz, and so you're going to have an opportunity. What was it like to grab that momentum back from Texas after they had grabbed it from y'all?
Yeah, he has the capability to do that anytime he touches the ball. He's probably one of the most explosive people I've ever been around, just super fast in the open field, so I knew no one was going to catch him. But, in these games like this, in these big moments, there's momentum swings, the crowds get involved, it's loud. So when you don't have momentum, you have to go take it. And when you do have momentum, you have to keep it. So that's really what it comes down to at the end of the day.
I want you to talk about the grit of your quarterback. Obviously, Will goes out there. He's got a huge bump on his hand. Everybody's talking about it, and he just continues to find a way. When you're on an offense led by someone like that, what does it mean to you?
It means everything. I think that, no one believes in this team more than he does. Takes command of the huddle. Such a natural leader. Just kind of the way Will is, I wouldn't even be surprised if he didn't even feel or notice the bump on his hand until someone pointed it out. He's just so locked in on the game plan, and he wants it so bad. And I'm very glad that we were able to get this victory for him. He's 0-4 against Texas, so now he can kind of, that's a great feeling for him.
Yeah, congratulations. Good luck.
Thank you so much. God bless.
Emeka, what do you think this next 10 days are going to be like? You're going to play in the national championship game, a familiar opponent. You played Notre Dame the last 2 years. Just what's your thought about going into that situation?
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be electric. It doesn't get bigger than this. So this is what you sign up for when you come to college football, especially Ohio State. And we're just going to be locked in and ready for the moment.
Was there frustration? I mean, you have holding penalties, personal foul penalties, false starts. You had like 6 offensive penalties today, and 4 or 5 drives just killed because of it. But then you just stayed with it and got the big one at the end. I mean, just what was that like, just to have to deal with all those setbacks, I guess?
Yeah, I think that you have to keep a level head when you're playing this game because, the last play is not more important than the next one. So you have to be able to, take the good with the bad, be able to move forward, and we were able to do that on that last drive.
Mm-hmm. I think somebody said you had a big block on Judkin's first touchdown. Just how important is that? And we see it on Henderson's play as well. I think Tate and maybe yourself were out in front of him on that. You're helping put your teammates in the end zone without the football in your hands.
Yeah, that's the game within the game. With Trey and Q, anytime they get to the perimeter or the second level, and there's DBs tackling them. They make it easy on me. All I have to do is really touch the guy, and I know he's not going to tackle them and break a tackle and split it. So, those are where you find the explosives. So I just can't let them touch my guys.
You were part of that group that made the decision to come back. Jack was obviously a ringleader in that, I guess is kind of how we've heard it. For him to make a play like that to get you guys to where you wanted to be at the end of the year, how kind of poetic is that?
I was literally going to say it's poetic. That's the only way I could think about it. No one deserves it more than him. He's a Buckeye through and through. I said this a couple times, but the dude bleeds scarlet and gray. He's a tremendous leader, our captain. We love him to death, and no one deserves it more than us, or more than him. No one deserves that play just because of all the work he puts in and all the sacrifice and all the selflessness and the hours and hours he spends in the film room and working out and doing all these things. He's just amazing to be around.
And I know you still have to go play that game, but this is what you guys did it for. It was the opportunity to be back and get to this point.
Yeah, absolutely. We had our sights on this one ever since almost a calendar year ago when we were sitting in this same locker room.
Yeah.
We had this one in our sights, and that was really a big motivating factor of all of us coming back.
What does it mean to be in the first playoff championship game for you?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think that people are going to look back, and this is going to be one to remember. I'm just very blessed and humbled to be in this position.
When you went up by 14, you were starting to feel that. We're like, all right, we got this, baby.
Yeah, I think that kind of when Jack did that, it kind of deflated everybody on Texas's sideline. So, I don't think we're gonna let that moment slip us by.
Will said he couldn't watch that, toward the end, he put his face in a towel, on the sideline. It was hard to watch, that last little bit. His stomach was, were you watching the end, or what was like watching the defense, go on stand?
Yeah, it was, they said, our defense has a saying, it says, give us an inch and we'll defend it. So they were literally on the 1 yard line, and it was first down, and we come away with a touchdown. So that just says a lot about the grit that our defense has, and they do this time and time again. So we're just they've really turned into a different machine, and we're just so glad that they're on our side.